Your second place matchup, exactly. The second best team from Europe against the second best team from North America out of our Unite Rivals playoffs. And Urshifu's Scyther being banned. Nouns Esports, obviously the big favorite, but what can Exodia do? Again, the surprise team, the underdog team. Can they take some maps of Nouns Esports or even beat them? It's a best of 5 yet again. And it's going to be exciting.
Early pick here, grabbing that Mew, as I've talked about. It feels like Mew is just really, really powerful in this meta right now. We have a quick pickup on Mime, and then they're deciding what they want to do on the side of Exodia. Feels like Bliss is a great choice here.
Oh, they might have changed around.
Oh,
No.
they want the early Tyranitar, taking it away, possibly from Nouns Esports. They might be worried about a Desu on that Tyranitar, as Bruv is just going to settle into a beautiful pick here with Blissey, and then we're going to see what they want to bring onto the side of Nouns Esports.
Take up the Blissey and a Slowbro. Just a pretty no-brainer, right? The Slowbro. Which is such a strong Pokemon right now. It's not annoying to play against. Very good early game, very good late game. Always that just press Unite button that can't be countered. And there's the Eldegoss for the side of Exodia.
They love it. They love themselves an Eldegoss, which actually is a really solid Pokemon when paired with Tyranitar. And now we've got that Dodrio coming in here. Dodrio working really well for Exodia throughout this tournament. Their Dodrio is amazing.
But we have actually Hash missing. He was that insane Dodrio player. So looks like they're playing with a sub for today. And it's going to be difficult against those esports. But yeah, they're going to try probably their best still. I'm not sure if maybe a name change happened or something, but yeah, looks like we're missing out on Hash.
Jeez, what a tanky comp on the side of Nouns Esports. You've got just so much bulk there. It's going to be really hard for them to kind of pierce that. And now we're seeing maybe a Gardevoir. I'd freaking love this. Let's go.
Oh, there's the Gardevoir as well. Yeah.
I actually love
double defender, Blissey, 2 pink attackers in the backline. Looking quite strong. Looking quite strong for the side of Nouns. And then we have the Tyranitar, that late game powerhouse. Gardevoir as well. But I feel like Gardevoir does lose a bit of value if you don't have another maybe special attacker with you, because a Psychic just snowballs, right? The more special attackers you have. It's very good with the Blastoise as an example. If Blastoise go in and you just hit Psychic on someone, that takes so much more damage.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you've got Mimes, you've got like the Confusion and the Unite move there. You've got a little something on the side of Exodia with that. I'm just excited to see it because I actually think it's really solid into sort of these big, bulky tanks. You can just kind of throw insane amounts of damage onto them. We'll see if it actually works out here, as they're going to be going up against one of the hardest teams to face in this entire tournament, Nouns Esports.
That is for sure. I don't think anyone wants to face Nouns Esports, but I mean, it's always fun to play against a team that's better, so you can also get a lot of experience from it. And if you actually manage to beat them, it's the best feeling ever.
That's
so heading into a first map.
No one wants to queue into a 5-stack when you're a solo duo trio, but if you beat a 5-stack, let's freaking go. And that's what it feels like if you were able to take some games off or even beat Nouns Esports. I mean, wow, that would be amazing. As 3 are heading to the bottom path, they're continuing to play this solo Pokemon on the top path, being that Tyranitar, which is just going to get starved of
experience. They're doing it again.
They're
doing the solo top Larvitar again. What can he do? They're bringing back the 1-1-3 in this early game. Redmore's so aggressive already on the Squirtle right here. Has to eject button away though. Being a bit too aggressive. Maybe didn't realize there's actually 3 Pokemon there, because it's so rare to see nowadays, right? Having 3 people on bot. Vex is gonna walk in. He's gonna score 2 points. And now early game by... This is this thing I was talking about earlier. We might see this happening again. Coming back to the meta, the Sylveon. Taking 1 buff, level 4 ganking with the Hyper Voice. And it works already. 2 KOs easily done for the Sylveon.
Wow, incredible moves here. And this is the play that was popularized by Adesu last year. This kind of early invade into the path by Sylveon worked out incredibly well here. The man advantage did not help Exodia in that bottom path, as we actually have the Dodrio deciding to move back. Ooh, looks like it might get a big catch right here if it can pick up this Sylveon. Nice little barrier right there. Could they push it into the wall? Big KO. It did not yet have Confusion there, so it was not able to get the stun yet, but a big KO for the side of Nouns Esports there.
Wonderful light screen, and Relentless also he was the insane Zoroark player that we saw, and obviously he has the mechanics also to play probably an insane Dodrio. He's going to score 70 points right here, 23 going for the Curly, and Exodia making a comeback on bot, putting themselves 1 point ahead right now. Of course, not going to matter too much, but you know, they have a point lead. They have a point lead, Jake.
Point lead's always great to have, and we actually Dodrio moving through the central area of Nouns Esports right now. Not able to take anything right here. Looks like they're just going to push it back as we've got a fight that could break. Ooh, heading back in, actually. That's a level 6 Dodrio. It should be able to clean up this Sylveon pretty well. Just trying to bait out that Hyper Voice so that it can play around it right there. Here's the big confusion. Mime helping out with that one. Very nice, as they're now going to head towards the center. Looks like Gardevoir is already chipping away at this, trying to get this secure. That's a Future Sight Guardy. I love Future Sight. I love it.
So maybe he might go into Moonblast as well. Of course, Psychic and Future Sight also prefer. But maybe he's going to decide to go into Moonblast now. He doesn't have any other special tech allies with him in his team. But a Psychic and a Future Sight can kind of one-shot. If like Mew or Sylveon don't pay attention to it, this get clapped in 2 abilities. So they also have to watch out and be very patient. We have Slowbro taking towards spot. Nouns is sending 4 members right now towards the bottom path. We have Larvitar staying top with Mime, and he's still Larvitar. I just realized he's still a Larvitar.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to happen. There's not a lot you can do about it, it looks like. Relentless moving towards this goal right here, the Dodrio. They're actually now going to push back. We got 13 seconds here until this spawns the bottom. Ooh, actually getting a huge pick right there. A Desu putting a ton of damage onto that Dodrio. 5 seconds now for this bottom path, and neither team looks fully ready for this engage down here.
Yeah, they don't. But there's a Future Sight hitting. It's going to poke out Bruff. Where's the software deck to just counter the damage that Future Sight guard was going to put on? Now we see the Moonblast, so deciding to go into that. Darkness dive again, misses the Surf, so can't quite get the one-shot in. He's looking for a Surf boost, auto tech, and Unite move hitting at the same time. Lentis is here. He's not quite level 9 yet. If he gets one KO, he's going to do it, but Adesu's going to jump over him. Looking for the Hyper Voice to finish off Dodrio. Can't quite do it. Dodrio's going to start healing back up on the score point. Regirock is under half HP right now, but Exodia, I feel like they're currently in control. Adesu's just being so annoying, though, with the Hyper Voice. But yes, be careful. There's a Future Sight. There's a confusion. Adesu's going to fall right here. 100% surely. He's going to go down. That's the first kill for Exodia. What a huge Solar Beam! It's going to get Curly Edge, drops them out to half HP, but Dodrio has Unite before he's going to start diving onto this Mew. He does have eject button. Gatlu's going back to the goal, and now Regirock is dropping to 1.5 HP. Rent is looking for some more chaos, has the power swap stuck to him, which means he gets HP, he gets move speed, and also increased damage. There's the Electro Ball secure by Gatlu, wonderfully done. Boosts auto attack Electro Ball with the execute damage of it, gets the first Reggie.
Wow, what a back and forth fight right there. We actually saw that Dodrio peel off to pick up that Unite move. It tried to chase down the Mew, but it's one of the hardest Pokemon really to punish right there. Gatlu expertly made sure that that didn't happen. As you said, that massive Solar Beam cleaning up. We have another little bit of a fight here. Relentless, the Dodrio getting pushed back right now as we actually finally have... No, it's still not yet a Tyranitar. It just got its experience. And Blastoise just got its experience.
They just go for it.
That was Tyranitar. It was Blastoise. We still don't have a Tyranitar at almost 5 minutes.
Ruff did use his Unite move there, so kind of maybe a bit questionable, but I really wanted to get this Larvitar to even deny more experience and more time on the side. There's a Blastoise Unite just to zone. He does eject button in as well. Looking for the Rapid Spot Rapid Spin, and Dodrio's dropping super low. Can they find him? Yes, they can. Blastoise claims his KO. They're going to start going for this Reggie Lecky, but I think it's going to reset right here. Looks a bit in a weird position right now. Is it going to reset? Are they going to be able to keep it there? Looks like it's not resetting. There we go, but Mew's going to pick it up right before it was about to walk back towards a spawning center location. And yeah, this Water Spin Rapid Spell is just so hard to deal with. Rapid's going to score 40. Mew's going to score 40. That's them to 147 points now.
Now the question is, what is going to happen once Tyranitar finally shows up? It did just get its level 9. So it actually is here. It will be ready for this next fight, and we'll see if it makes a difference. They have not been prioritizing getting its experience early. It's a late game Pokemon, and they are, you know, they're holding that. They're making sure it's as late as possible on the side of Exodia. It's been a strategy it's gotten them all the way to second place here in Rivals. So obviously they have a plan for this. Chasing onto Gatlu right now. Might get a nice pickup. Oh, wow. That feels like a Unite move that maybe isn't going to get the value they were hoping for. It's so incredibly difficult to punish Mew. They're trying everything. They're throwing a Unite, getting the agility, looking for the boosteds, but Mew is just so slippery.
I think he just dragged this Unite move a bit too much there. If he just probably activates it instantly, he's going to knock them up and go for the KO. But yeah, Relentless not looking too confident, I feel like, on this Dodrio yet. Or Darkness going to lock Adesso. He has to jump over Tyranitar, who's now arrived in this team fight. Adesso is dropping super low. He's going to start healing up with the Hyper Voice. Slowbro Unite is going to hit it, and the boost auto tech is enough to take the Tyranitar down. So in its first team fight he shows up, he also just goes down instantly to the Slowbro. And now Regirock is it going to go down for Nouns Esports? They're going to zone. They're going to look for this fight. Gatlu is there. There's a Gardevoir Unite and goes over to the Mew. Bliss Unite's also going to go on to, I think, was the drop with the Blastoise. Rex is going to fall in Mr. Mime. The Moonblast is going to try to buy some time. Tyranitar's back. Starts up in this Asian Poe. She just runs and he stuns 3. Has the Dark Pulse up, but Bruff is keeping everyone healthy with the Softbird Egg. Having this time no safeguard, but the healing is so much of this Blissey still also shouldn't be underestimated.
Feels like at some point we should have seen a Tyranitar unite there. We're at 320 right now. It feels like it had its opportunity. Unfortunately, just not able to make much happen. Did get caught by that Slowbro right there. And Nouns Esports just expertly playing around a lot of these fights. Feels like Exodia just can't seem to find their opening really to make anything happen. And then we have Mew being piloted there by Gotlu, who's just securing every objective, not getting KO'd. Just expert level plays from Gotlu.
Exactly, and this Blastoise is so hard to deal with. They just can't really damage it, right? They just don't have enough damage to actually do something about it. Maybe now, but the Water Spout Bit Spin is just there. It's just so tanky, it just runs away. It also does a lot of damage, right? Trying to escape with that Water Spout. And they're going to score bot lane though. Now, just don't even care about this Regieleki up top. They're just going to go bot lane, they're going to score. Blastoise now being caught, the Dark Pulse is not going to land. And he goes back to his Rapid Spin. It's totally fine. The Hyper Voice doing so much damage off Adesu. And now we have Gutlu as well. The Electro Ball boost auto attack. They're dropping super, super low on HP. Can they find the re-engage? Ancient Power lands onto Redmon. He's going to finally fall. There we go. He's going to go down. The Hyper Voice trying to get Tyranitar. They're so low. Electro Ball is going to finish off the Aedigos. And now Gatu's looking for Tyranitar. But he kind of misses the Electro Ball. Whose auto attack is there? Onto Mew. Not on Tyranitar. He's get locked up. He does have his... He uses Unite Move at 215. He uses... Okay.
That could be really big, you know, for Exodia if they're able to punish it right here. We got 5 seconds now. Tyranitar is coming back. Mew is not going to have a Unite move in this fight, which means they have an opportunity to catch it. But it feels like every time they're going to catch it, it's almost like a bullfighter on the side of Nouns Esports. It's like a little bit of a trick. You're following the red flag when you need to be worrying about the Matador there, which is the rest of the team from Nouns Esports. Exodia right here is going to need to take a big fight. They know they have one Unite move down, but everyone else is ready to fight on the side of Nouns Esports, as they know they are way behind here, Chris. They're actually just starting Rayquaza.
But what a Solar Beam already chunking Gardevoir to almost no HP. They have to use Body Barriers to keep the Gardevoir alive. He's also using Unite Move itself. Blastoise Unite only hitting Tyranitar, but he was unstoppable, which means he doesn't really get sunbite, but there's Slow Unite. He's gonna lock on the Tyranitar. It's really not doing anything this game at all. Mime is counter-engaging. He's hitting a 4-5-man Unite. Can they follow up with them Future Sights? Can they do it? The Future Sights completely misses. Bliss Assistance goes on to Mew, and that's 3 people down on the South Exodia. They're gonna go for this Rayquaza right now. It all comes down to Aedigos and this Gardevoir. Desu's chasing on the Gardevoir to make sure they don't lose to random Future Sight flying over. Here's the eject button. Ryan on the run. He's only 11. The next Hyper Voice should be an easy carry right here. He misses the Future Sight again. Doesn't get move speed up. And now Dorio is back. Does this stay Unite move up? So can he find some kills right here? Gutlu is dropping low on HP, but has the boost auto attack and eject button away. Gonna start targeting maybe the Rayquaza. It's dropping quite low. There's that bomb. Actually, Dorio is gonna pick up the Rayquaza for Exodia. No, but no one is alive. They lose the shield on Dorio.
One's around from Exodia. Ooh, Relentless almost going down here. Rex actually does pick up a shield right here. I don't know if Tyranitar also had one. It looks like it actually takes a double KO. It takes Mew in the top path. They're going to put 100 here into this top goal.
No
Incredible
way.
secure there on the side of Exodia. And right now they are up on points. There's only 27 seconds left. We actually might see Exodia win this thing with that massive steal in that pit. It feels like Nouns was playing so incredibly well. I feel like they're just going to continue to put the pressure on. They're going to try to score 18, which is essentially a little bit impossible here. Dodrio, however, could put some points into the bottom path. 2 looking for it. And I think both teams might not know who's ahead right now, but it's Exodia.
Yeah, Exodia, I think they probably have sure they're ahead. They're overcapped top time. They scored 92 in the second base. And they're going to take a win out of... I mean, I feel like Nouns Esports just kind of throw this game away as well. They did throw this game away. They didn't have to do it. They kept doing this Rayquaza. Kind of, they were hesitant, I feel like, on doing it and not doing it. They gave time for Exodia to respawn. Dorio steals it away. And they take the first map. Second drift now. And I assume Nouns is going to stick to what 12? They picked. Yep, 11.
Great.
10.
Perfect. Yeah, I assume Nouns... I mean, Nouns had a great composition there. I don't know what they would want to change, except maybe some decisions as that match went on. We'll see what Exodia wants to do. I'm guessing we're going to see Mime ban, interestingly enough. Okay. Mime is banned out, and we'll see what Exodia wants to take right here. I would want to take that Mew away if anyone plays.
I'm going to be honest, I don't want to see them go for Tyranitar again. I just don't want to. They stopped it yesterday as well, I feel like, and then now they just tried it in the first game again. And I don't want to see Tyranitar again, if I'm being honest.
They're hovering the Mew pick right now. I actually really love this pick because I think Gotlu on that Mew is just so gross. You got to get it away from
For sure. But at least a Scythe and a Blissey open for the self-nouns, which is also very scary. That's why the second pick can also be so strong, right? Just getting 2 power picks compared to just 1 on the first pick.
We have the option of grabbing the Slowbro, which has been just a huge counter to this Scyther. We're going to see what they do. Yes, there is the Slowbro. And once again, we have Bora on that comfort pick of Tyranitar. They're going to leave it alone in the top path, and they'll say, we will deal with you at the 2-minute mark. You just go up there and hang out, have some fun.
I guess it's kind of just like a security for late game, and in case something goes wrong, they always have this, Trinity they can fall back on. But I don't know. I'm just not turning this Trinity fan anymore when it comes to these games.
Not a fan, huh?
No. Not really.
We'll see. What do they bring out here? Hoopa would be a really interesting call if they're actually considering this.
Yeah. They're Fox, but no real support.
Yeah.
But they have Exodia now, so... Oof. And Nouns Esports draft looks scary. They have the Blissey, Adigos, Scyther. They just need some big damage nowadays, so maybe going to the Sidgewai. I like it. I do like it a lot. Oh yeah, that's a great pick.
Right here. You've got 3 Pokemon that you can snipe out pretty easily on the side.
It's actually such a good pick into Delphox as well. Then Delphox doesn't have a healer, and Delphox can't reach the Sidgewai with Mystical Fire if the Sidgewai has good positioning, so it's very, very difficult.
This will be really interesting. We're seeing we got the Garchomp heading to the top path against the Tyranitar, 2 late game monsters that are going to have to duke it out in that top path. This is going to be an exciting draft here.
Thanks to Rapid Fire Scarf, Garchomp's not even a late game monster yet, right? Gible is so strong. I know level 5 when he gets the Dragon Rush, he can actually secure a lot of farms, so it is not even just a late game monster anymore, but Tyranitar Garchomp has a lot of tools to be very strong early game.
All right, game number 2 here. Nouns obviously wants to make sure that they can sew this one up. They had a little bit of trouble shutting them down in game number 1. Exodia with a come from behind victory. Let's see what they can do heading into this second match here.
I do have to say, but I'd rather see the Blastoise instead of the Garchomp though. I'm a bit more frontline, because that's the only thing they lack right now in the team comp is some frontline, right? They just have the double support, but Blissey can be kind of pseudo frontline, but not really.
Yeah, it's got a lot of HP, but it's not exactly who you want up there brawling, because you also want to be able to use it to heal or shield.
Take a look at this right now. He does it every single game. Look at the minimap and see Rowlet just running all array around the map. Should not get spotted out. Maybe just get 1 stack in. It is so funny to see on the minimap this Rowlet just walking around. If you play solo queue and you see your ally doing this, you're like, please, why me again? Why do you have to lane with this? I don't want to. Please get me out. But it's actually Adesso doing it. It's so hilarious.
There we go. Taking this red buff in the center there. Going to be handing it over to the Delphox. We actually have Hoopa up in this top path fighting along with Tyranitar. So a little bit of a different strategy. We no longer have the 1-1-3 from Exodia. They're sending 2 Pokemon down to this bottom path instead. When they have Mew down there, I guess you really don't need a third, right?
Yeah, you don't. And changing up a bit now, just giving that Tyranitar a bit more early game power. I mean, they have to. The 1-1-3 didn't work out last game either. They actually got double KO'd very early on by that early gank of Adesso. Gattu jumping in, getting Electro Bolt right here, dropping quite low, but he's going to heat up with the Dual Wing Beat a tiny bit and going to claim the Ataria too. And there we say, Hoopa actually rotating towards bot, leaving its Lava Tower instantly alone again.
Yeah, never mind. It's alone. They don't. They just say we can't play with this Tyranitar. Or it just needs to stay alone. It knows what it's doing. Let it do its alone things. Unfortunately, just too late of a rotation there from Hoopa. If they were planning on doing that, they needed to send him way earlier.
Yeah, for sure. And now we have the Dragon Rush, which means that Redmore can actually secure these quite easily. He just puts him to the right side to his team, or to the side of the map, or even in just tall grass. So that means lose vision on it, and he's going to claim all these last hits quite easily. He's going to get level 7 very early on into this match. I might even have it for the mid Ataria fight. Look at Ades. What is that? Where's Ades? Wait.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me too much. These all the way down there. Looks like we have Gotlu set up for this fight here in the center. No one from Exodia is going to make it to these center Altarias right here, as Nouns is just going to be able to take that. However, they did get to pick up that KO. Actually, 2 members of Exodia now moving down towards this center area at the 8 o'clocks here. Looks like there might be a bit of a brawl breaking out as this Scyther is going to start jumping in towards the enemy team right there. Nice Pollen Puff, keeping it very strong. And they just push him off this goal. I mean, it's a level 4 and a level 4 here. Nice Mystical Fire, though, trying to fight back, but it looks like they're going to have to retreat.
Yeah, with the Lava Tower, they have no chance of defending it. Nice Strength Claw as well, pushing him further onto the right side. And looking bad for this Exodia Tyranitar yet again. I mean, I just said it. I don't want to see it again. Let's see if it makes a comeback happen, because it's still Larvitar again, just like last game. Almost 3 minutes into the match. I think after this Bite is going to be Pupitar. Or not even still. That's how far behind he is, and Scyther's going to pick up a KO on bot, probably using his Unite move. Yes, he has used his Unite move. He has the speed right there. You can see him being very fast, which means he used his Unite move to pick up the Mew, but it's quite early. It's 5 seconds before the Reggie spawns, so Gattu's not going to have the Unite move now for this Reggie fight.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what Exodia wants to do about this. Just getting a massive error here. Maybe they think, hey, if we don't need to win this fight, we can just have a Desu win it with this arrow right here. They're sending Tyranitar into the central area. It looks like the trick is not going to be enough. Here comes the Delphox, barely able to keep them alive right here. And the trick now onto this Tyranitar is they're helping it get its experience right here. Just leaving Mew possibly down in this bottom path for the secure on the side of Exodia. They see that from Nouns, so they're able to zone it out a little bit. This Registeel kind of being taken a little too early there, and now
yeah, a little bit early.
We get a big secure.
Oh my god, I mean, that was literally 1 HP from the Spirit Checker as well, but he's going to claim the Reggie quite easily. Mute not really having a chance there. Adesu just walking up, you know, giving vision. Blissey just staying there to make sure it doesn't leech. And now they're going to get Reggie Lecky though, at least. Well, for Exodia, but as we all know, it's going to get cleared either, or not really all too much. For Exodia can maybe use this to at least gain some time for Larvitar to farm some more experience. And Gato just diving in the right, looking for it. Blissey is flying in as well, and he just blows him apart into pieces. They're also going to go for Slowbro next. He has the reset. Another Doving Beat comes through. Blissey's going to take the KO on Slowbro and going to score 40 and 30 points, and potentially another 40 for the Garchomp as well. Yeah, they will.
Yeah, nice play there from Nouns. I really like that. They decide, like, look, we know it's not a Tyranitar yet. We're going to keep pushing this right here. And now they are taking all this experience. Desu's just running from the entire team. Needs to get away. He's backed into a corner. He's got the Spirit Shackle ready, but it's not enough.
He's just having... he's just the second time he's there in the enemy flux zone. So that's quite funny. I don't know what he's cooking, but he's cooking something, that's for sure.
And we finally have a Tyranitar. And we've talked about this before, actually, Chris. Tyranitar does pretty well into a Garchomp. So it's something that Nouns is going to have to watch out for. Already, though, Nouns has had 193-9 from Exodia.
Oh, that is brutal.
They're looking fantastic.
That is brutal, honestly. And yeah, we're going to look for this bottom fight in 30 seconds again. We have no Bliss assistance up yet. It's going to need some time. But Exodia has all the weapons up. So this is their time to maybe come back into this game. Nouns could also maybe just go for a top fight. Hooper's just going to look for these 40 points, but Garchomp is here. Can Hooper get away from this red buff? It doesn't look like it. The X speed's going to be enough, but Blissey's also here. It's going to miss a slap. And wait, the entire team is suddenly there, and they're going to take down Hooper. They still have 10 seconds left. They realize they can just get down the Super very fast and take it down. Just make sure Edios Unite moving to maybe stop a cap, but they already just go through with it. But then more the Spirit Checker flies through. It's going to hit Delphox and Mew at the same time. They have no healing to do something about it. Scythe is also going to take down Slowbro, and that's the Spirit Checker's damage now sticking through because they have no healing support.
And now Registeel just getting ripped apart. Here comes Tyranitar actually right into the face of this Delphox. This Decidueye not able to make much happen right here. We have Hoopa bringing the team down, but it's just too late. Hoopa was not there on time to make that happen. The Mystical Fire is raining in. We're going to get some damage right now, and they're actually looking to take down a Desu right here. This would be a nice big KO, but they're not able to output enough damage fast enough. Here comes the big Garchomp Unite looking to slash this Delphox apart. It is going down right here as Nouns Esports is pushing onto their tier 1 goal. We've got a massive Spirit Shackle still coming in. It never went down, so the bird is still here, and it looks like everyone is going to end up heading back after this fight. That's enough fighting for a moment there.
Yeah, well, it's not too bad for Exodia though. They do find the KO on Scyther, which again is a lot of comeback experience because Gatlu is level 13 already. So at least one pick off for them, but it's looking difficult in these team fights. It's looking very, very difficult. There's such a hard time of dealing with the Desu Spirit Checkers. As I mentioned again, no healing. So if he hits Delphox one time, Delphox kind of can't teamfight anymore, because then he has to be careful not to just get clicked on by Scyther. Because Scyther's Unite just clicking on someone that's already half HP. So it's very difficult for Exodia right now.
Yeah, I think this Scyther Unite move is going to be the big thing. We go. It's going to jump onto this Delphox. It's going to look for KOs like this. Missing that one right there, but just able to rip apart the team. Big Spirit Shackle right there, almost connecting, but it gets the Mew. Close to getting the Delphox there, too. I mean, Adesu Spirit Shackles are a thing of beauty, Chris.
It really is. Very accurate on it. And heading towards top path now, maybe for this Regieleki as well. And it's going to head towards the second goal base, so it could put Nouns 100 or like almost 300 points ahead if they make a play with a tap-in. But again, they have to be worried. They have a Hooper, right? They can always just put a port into Rayquaza and go for it. So Nouns Esports has to be aware of it. Emperor almost level 13, so he does. Tyranitar's not doing too bad right now. He's almost level 13. He's going to be very, very tanky for this fight. He's going to get Drain Clawed. You can see he doesn't take too much damage. He's going to try to... The Spirit Check is going to run out of charge. Or is he going to get it? No, he doesn't get it. It goes over to Delphox. I don't think Nouns Esports cares too much about this. Look at that Spirit Checker damage. It gets Mew to half HP instantly.
This could be our fight, actually, right here. We're at 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Tyranitar is in a little bit of trouble. They break this top path goal. Tyranitar having to run out, losing its focus band right there. That's pretty huge. As they're continuing this chase right now, they want to punish it, looking for the big Spirit Shackle onto the Slowbro. If they can take this down, it means that Scyther does not have to worry about jumping into that back line. Another big Spirit Shackle, but it does miss. Looks like everyone's going to be able to reset on the side of Exodia right here as we get ready for this fight. Unite moves full on both sides. The question is, can they catch this Scyther? It's already a level 15.
That was a weird ancient power. He kind of just wasted it. And also, Garchomp doesn't have the eject button now. He used it to get to a Vitoy. Was looking for a play, but Redmo couldn't find it. He goes in now. He's going to maybe just Unite move instantly, but has to watch out for the Slowbro Unite. There, let's go. Garchomp might just die, but the Bliss Assassin is there. Is Garchomp going to fall? He does get his Unite move out, and 2 already dead. On the side of Exodia. Is anyone going to fall himself down? But it doesn't look like this. It's just going to be a complete ace. Instantly, the fight just breaks out, and Exodia has no chance. They have no chance.
4 KO from the Scyther, and we could see Slowbro grabbing that Garchomp. Unfortunately, that Unite move had to be saved for Scyther, or Gotlu was going to be able to do just that, wiping the entire team. Nouns Esports with an impressive win there. Big win in game 2.
Yeah, smart by them to pick up Eldegoss and Blissey at the same time, right? And they're gonna take a clear, very clean second match. Is it gonna be the Urshifu? And what is Nouns gonna ban? I just don't want to see Tyranitar.
Yeah.
And there's Urshifu. And Shifu and Slow. I like the Slowbro ban. It allows them to go into free Scyther. Oh, Dodri is open for Gatlu as well. And he's a very mean Dodri player. But yeah, he goes for the Scyther again. Slowbro being banned out.
His Scyther has just been unbelievable lately.
It really is. It really is.
This feels like an easy mime Blissey if I'm on the side of Exodia.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a Tyranitar. No.
Give me the Dodrio. It's just so scary to give someone like Bruff, especially Bruff as well, Blissey. And then with a Scythe on top of it.
I mean, what do you
scary.
give Bruff that you're happy about?
To get Mew still.
And they get Mew.
Oof.
Yeah. It's a
strong
beautiful
looking
team from Nouns. But Exodia has 2 really powerful Pokemon here.
Yeah, of course.
Dodrio is doing very well. I have a feeling this is,
they have to pick up the Eldegoss this time after last game, I feel like, knowing that Nouns can actually pick both at the same time, so they have to pick up the Eldegoss. And
Chris, I can't believe I have to say this. I thought we got through this yesterday, but will you please, for the love of everything, let him cook? Just let the man cook.
Make it stop, please. I mean, hopefully it's gonna. I mean, I want them to work it out. Okay, I'm hating on it. Maybe they just want to show that. Stop crying about it. We know what we're doing, but we have a Sableye and Lucario.
Gremlin. There's a little Gremlin. And that Lucario with the big secure on the side of Nouns Esports. Interesting looking squad from Nouns, as Exodia may be picking up this Gardevoir again. It actually did a lot of damage there in the game they brought it out, but also it felt like it was way too underleveled.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, okay, getting the Gardevoir as a last pick again. Has to be really careful against that Scyther and Sableye. And playing Gardevoir into that is not very fun. Not very fun.
I'm going to put a poll up in my chat. Will Chris ever let someone cook?
I do, but it has to make sense. And I feel like it just didn't look good the last 2 games, did it?
The options are no and no, of course not. We'll see what people say.
I think that'd be good for no.
I don't know. I think no, of course not. It's going to be even bigger.
Maybe, actually, yeah, true.
We'll see. We'll see what the chat decides. Could be pretty split here. Ooh, no, of course not. It's crushing it right now. All right. Heading into game number 3, Chris. Nouns Esports, I feel like, has just been dominating this in classic Nouns Esports fashion. Exodia is going to need to figure something out to make this work here, because they're just kind of getting, run a little bit by Nouns.
The thing is, I feel like they just stick to the same stuff and without trying out other things. So that's kind of what I'm worried about, because they have not been looking good in the last 2 games, even though they won the first one. So I kind of want to see them go for something else than going for the same thing. But they're going to go for the Larvitar again. But at least he's not stuck alone on top. So he has a buddy with him there and doesn't have to go all by its own.
This is different from Exodia, because we've got sort of a 2-1-2. LD heading towards the center to deal with this Sableye. They're actually sending Gardevoir here, which does not like Sableye in the center. This is
Rights does not do it, no. Does he have the Astonish? He doesn't get it though. Yeah, Rights is going to get this blue buff away. But at least he's playing a lot of time, right? Fighting this right. Here's the eject button away because he's not sure where he even is. Goes to the wrap up. Can they get it? Actually, it was nicely done. Eldegoss leaving the wrap up at 1 HP. And then Riot just running over to it, picking up with the confusion. Honestly, good play by Exodia.
Yeah, great play by Exodia. And now we actually understand the eject button more. It wasn't as much to get away or anything like that. They wanted to get to that buff as quickly as possible so that they could secure it because it was so incredibly low. Exodia actually dealing with that invade pretty well. Not able to take Sableye down, but getting very close as well.
Getting very close. We have a software deck again for Bruff. He doesn't need Safeguard in this game. He's happily just healing up his teammate. And now we have Curlier dying though to Scyther, Gatlu on top lane, already dancing under the enemy goal again. Looking for a Druidwing beat reset right here, but he's gonna go for safety now. Adesu looking... Actually, Adesu playing on Mew. I feel like I haven't seen this one yet.
Yeah, I have not seen Adesu's Mew, but I imagine it is insane.
It probably is. There's the Soul Ream coming through again. Lavita looking for some experience. Gatlu actually dropping quite low. Has to be a bit careful. So far is Adesu. They might have to give up the Atari. He's gonna look for the Solar Beam Steal onto it. And there's Sableye though. He's gonna be so annoying. And this Curlier is gonna have not a great time, I feel like. And this Lavita either. Like, he's already looking probably for the right side again now.
Just the absolute worst situation, it feels like, for Curlier right now. They're sending Tyranitar into the center right here. Oh no, buddy. There it goes onto the side of Nouns, and now it's going to also pick up that KO. You're never going to evolve. You're never going to evolve, my friend.
Yeah. That's not going to be great. Giz is just going to have the time of his life, I feel like. Blue buff actually just get taken away by Dodrio, but that means that Lavita even gets less experience there. But totally just want to make sure that they also don't lose blue buff, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah, but now Lavita's gonna struggle even further. Nice power punch goes into with a close combat onto Mr. Mime. He's getting caught off position. Next power punch is gonna be the KO right here. There we go. They're gonna score some more points. Maybe going over to the 10. Are they gonna finish off this goal? No. They know that's... The thing is, leaving this goal up makes the opponents also walk out. Still very far on the map, which means they can just KO them over and over again. That's also what leaving up a goal does.
And look at this. They're just kind of punching and talking right now. Maybe some disagreements happening on the side of Nouns Esports, and they're taking it out through their Pokemon right here. This could be bad because if they start infighting, that might just be what Exodia needs to win this thing.
Yeah, for sure, but I feel like already at this point they kind of need a small miracle. Of course, we have a level 6 Pupitar. He's even... No, actually, at least I think he's high level in the last 2 games at least. Which is not much, but at least he's 1 level higher, I think, than the last 2 matches, so... Renta is being started now. Power Punch is going to come through, and Blissey and Lucario is going to work on it. Rent is getting chased down. It's so difficult to play Dojo into Mew. I think he's switching it to Agility. Electro Boy is going to start chasing him. Redmore secures it with the Power Punch. Veggie is easily taken. Mew still in the chase of Dojo. Rex is also getting caught, has 5 points, gets confused, right? He's going to start out taking his own teammate, walking even through the right side instead of the left side, where he maybe wanted to get another score in. Mew finally getting Dojo. 11 and 40 going for the side of Nouns, and they have such a huge lead now.
Jeez, this is one of those matches where you know that your team is going to try to surrender at 5 minutes solo. My team does that if we just lose Regieleki, but this is one of those matches where, oh, chasing it down. Come on now. Now you're just showing off, Redmaw, picking up the Eldegoss KO. Here we go. We have a big Unite move coming in, just barely missing Dodrio. It looks like Gotlu's just swinging wildly at the enemy team, not able to connect right there, but they're way ahead.
Yeah, it was just a Scyther moment where you just press your buttons and they just actually don't connect. Quite funny to look at. Redmore is so huge on this Lucario as well on level 10. Can Dodrio maybe look for a Unite move right here, but there's still Bliss Unite as well. There's one going for Mew, but Mew does have Unite. It's going to be very safe right here. And Mew's always happy to trade it for like something 1 pack for you. Mew Unite is good, but if you can trade it for something else, you're always very happy about it.
Yeah, I feel like Mew's Unite is just a get out of jail free card, and it's really hard to be targeting Mew. If I'm the Dodrio, I'm way more interested in trying to pick off that Scyther at some point, because it's just so easy for Mew to get away from every single thing that happens. Goal being broken, very small overcap right there, as they actually are able to now take that big Solar Beam, take down the Gardevoir, and they're going to continue pushing on them. Big close combat, catches a couple of them there on the side of Exodia. Nice double KO now for the Mew, as Dodrio is just going to have to, I think, run away from this. There's really not much he can do right here. Nope, coming back in, trying to defend a little bit, but he's just going to get punched in the face for his troubles. Oh,
Gardevoir Unite hitting Scyther. They get pushed back in. There's a comeback KO. But Redmore with the Unite was going to lead 2 at the same time. He's going to keep going in. Maybe the Power Punch is charged. We finally have a Tyranitar. He's going to start looking, but he's getting confused, right? Slapping the Eldegoss. Looking for the Dark Pits right here. Not connecting really too much. Power Punch goes in again into close combat. And yeah, Tyranitar just gets bullied around by Sableye. Like, it's so difficult. You already have a hard time moving in. And then you just keep getting charged back, move back by the fear, by confused, where you start auto-taking your allies with true damage as well. It is so difficult.
Yeah, so incredibly tough here. Dodrio getting chased down again. Nice big boosted attack right here. The Bliss assistance jumping on in there for this Lucario. And right now it just feels like they're just kind of playing with their food.
Yeah, for sure. It's very rough for the stuff Exodia. But they do have Regieleki, but Galdo doesn't even hesitate. Just scything it in, forces the Edigos Unite. It's going to heal up the Tyrantine Edigos as well. And they probably have to back out. But a huge Solar Beam from you into the Fear, into Sableye Unite. It's going to port Edigos back to base. And they're going to stop it. Yes, because it's also getting stunned still. Now Scyther looking for the KO on the Edigos, and they find one. Mime just counter Unite moving, kind of, maybe to save someone. Can they actually get Goose right here? They actually can, potentially. One more auto attack. It's not enough. Tyranitar's looking for it, but he can't fight the Sableye. And they can't even get a single KO there.
Yeah, unfortunate. And once again, we're here at about the 4-minute mark, and we have not seen the Tyranitar Unite. There weren't a lot of great opportunities for it, but last game we didn't even get to see it use it. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe until the final moments of the fight, where it feels like we need something from Tyranitar at that 4-minute mark right there. Maybe they're going to try to get something right here.
Yeah, can they somehow make a comeback happen? That is the question. 1 minute 30 left for Rayquaza to spawn, and we have seen a lot of comebacks today. In those last final 2 minutes, Heiser's gonna get at the God of War as well. He's level 13, close to 14 probably. The Sableye just needs to make the wrap up. He's a level 10 Tyranitar, heading almost into Rayquaza.
Yeah, we only have a minute left.
Bad.
This is tough. They need to pick up a KO or something right here. They're just being starved out of experience. We already have a level 14 Scyther, and now it's just actually Dodrio doing okay against the Sableye here for a minute, but he's just kind of, throwing fists in the dark. He doesn't know exactly where this Pokemon is.
Yeah, it's just so hard to guess. Just turns invisible so fast. And actually, it also takes such a long time for it to start revealing, even since they're close to it, so it's just so annoying. Borano reaching level 11 on Tyranitar. We actually have level 4? No, level 12. I thought it was level 14 for a second. Level 12, Gardevoir level 14 on Gatlu. He's running towards the enemy base. That's going to score easily 65 points right here. Put them even further into the lead. And Exodia might look for a play right now. They're catching maybe Gretmore. He does use Unite move right here. Maybe sniping the Regieleki with it. That would have been funny, but no.
That would have been the wildest
actually, that's the Unite move out for free.
All right, so this is going to push towards their tier 2, but obviously Nouns does not care about this at all. They're way ahead on score. They need to position themselves around this pit because they don't want them to take Rayquaza with all of their health being full. Dodrio actually going to walk this in, which might be a massive mistake. The second they see this, Nouns can turn on the side of Exodia. They know their full team isn't there. However, 2 members of Nouns right now are walking towards their main? Okay.
Yeah, they just want to back cap. They just want to be annoying right here so that Exodia can't go for Rayquaza. If they go for Rayquaza, Nouns is just going to score easily 200 points. And it's going to start fighting them, but Adesso's caught! Adesso's caught, he can't use Unite move thanks to the Mr. Mime stunning him out. Now the fight is breaking out. Do the Unite place, and could this be the throw up on the side? Gatlu's getting Bliss Unite.
Gatlu's down!
Gardevoir Unite is there! And Nouns Esports is falling apart. 3 are down. Lucario and the Sableye on the run now. They have to chase them down the most likely, otherwise they can maybe score the enemy base. And this could be Exodia's time to make another comeback happen, Jake.
They have to do it right now. They have to take Rayquaza. We do have the Sableye trying to stop this right here. It's not able to do it. Exodia wins a really impressive fight right there with so many members of Nouns split. Once they caught Gatlu, it was over. Now the question is, can they score enough? 263 right now to 330, as they should get this as well. Can he break it? Yes, breaks it with the Unite move right there. They are going to head towards this bottom path right now. I believe Tyranitar has its shield. Ooh,
no, they mess up.
Bad timing.
That is a bad miss up.
Wow, that's really not good timing on the side of Exodia. However, they still have their score shield on the Dodrio. They still have it on Mime unless they break it right here with Scyther. Now that we're seeing that Scyther, I think Dodrio has to run. You have to run right now. You know where the Scyther is. You have to try to score. Beautiful play right here. All right, Exodia is up 463 to 396. There's still 45 seconds left. If Dodrio goes down right here, it's going to be someone else that can't defend at home. Wow, this is so incredibly close. Guy is looking to possibly put some more points on the board, but 8's not going to do it. There goes the shield there from the Gardevoir. That actually might have been a big mistake. You might have needed it to defend right here, as Nouns is going to run towards this tier 2 goal here in just a second. Still, these small caps aren't it. It's what's going to happen at tier 2 right now.
But there's a Tyranitar there, and he has that Sense Team. He can just stay there and do damage over and over again. So I don't think I can score 8 go in. Gatlu has to score these points. If he can do it somehow, they can still win. But I don't think he's going to make it anywhere. They're defending right now the goal zones. Very well. Exodia. There's just no way off this huge Gardevoir Unite, and that is getting caught. They're going to take the 3rd match as well. What is happening?
I mean, they find ways to win, Chris. They find ways to win. And you got it. That first win from Exodia, that was a race steal. This was a team fight win. They won that fight.
They did win it. Stuff. I can't believe it. This is turning into something unbelievable.
Exodia obliterate, says the chat.
Yeah,
there you go.
It did. I just getting caught, just snowboard into a bad team fight.
to play this Pokemon, even if it was available.
Yeah, right. They don't. I guess they don't have an Urshifu player maybe that's confident in playing it, but they just want other priority targets to be picked instead. Charizard being Hobart. I don't. Okay. What is Sam gonna do? Blissey first pick. Now that is something we have.
Wow.
These are first pick that Edigos, but looks like they have decided to go for something else instead. I like it.
Well, they're going to be able to
They
get
have grown up.
really anything they want right here. I think what Nouns is also noticing. Well, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know if Nouns even needs to first pick Scyther right here. I don't think Exodia is going to grab it. Draft wise, I might have just taken Mime Slowbro.
Whenever Blissey, I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk it. But yeah,
you gotta take more risks. Okay.
They're down. They're down to 1. They have taken. What? Is something wrong?
Is there a remake? Is something happening? Or
Or
are
is
we
that actually
really
Gengar?
seeing Wiggly Gengar as second picks? We're getting some word in the chat. No one is saying anything. If Exodia wins this thing, I mean, let's freaking go. But I don't know what's happening with these picks. You got what you wanted, Chris. Are you happy?
Yeah, no,
they don't have Tyranitar.
Yeah, I mean, I take Gengar over Tyranitar. I don't actually do it. No, they're the Tyranitar. Okay, maybe not.
You know what? I want them to cook so hard right now. I've never wanted a team to cook harder than what I'm seeing here.
Hmm.
Ooh, Ninetales. No. Adesu moving over to the bird right here. I mean, this is like fully cooking right here. I gotta say, I ran into Bora Reach, this player. What I know of them is that they are a cracked Gengar player. This is how I met them. So I would say that this is a great play for them. I just don't know if Gengar works competitively. I never see it work.
Yeah, we saw it in the final yesterday. They did lose to it against Ascendant, but there was a big, I feel like, what's the skill difference in the grand final yesterday. Ascendant was very on point, right? So
yeah,
they kind of just picked out the Gengar to style a bit more on them.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you asked for this, so
they did pick the Sidgewai into it now. They picked the Sidgewai into Gengar.
Yeah, that doesn't feel good. I think he's a Hex Gengar.
Oh, he's a Hex Gengar player?
I think so.
He has X-Speed on as well. He has X-Speed? I'm very confused
Hex
right
Gengar. You got the Wiggly to put him to bed. You got the Gardevoir with the Psychic. Actually, there's some really good synergy here as we head into game number 4. Exodia just needs one more win to take out Nouns Esports here in our second place rivals matchup.
That would be an incredible upset, and Exodia wants to make it happen. I mean, it would be very funny to see. I don't know if it's funny, it would be amazing to see. Not sure, but with the Gengar as well, if they can beat Nouns with the Gengar, now that would be just next level.
Nice play there, getting the secure in front of that Clefable, getting the big boosted there. That's secured on the side of Nouns Esports. Clefable getting pretty low here, but they're all safe on their side as we see Scyther and Gengar cleaning up their central areas for both teams.
Even is looking for his last right here with Electro Ball. It's so much damage. Through the light screen, Electro Ball does more damage, and it chunks the money quite far and also does a lot of damage to the enemy team. So good early game for Exodia. Now they finally have some good early game across the board on top. No longer Larvitar sitting there and being passive. Now can actually be more aggressive. Bot lane we have a Jiggly and a Rides. They're going to struggle a bit until they get to level 5. And then the Sing Future Sight is going to do huge damage.
Let's see what kind of Gengar we have right here. Here comes the Hex, and there is, yep, there's the Hex, and and it's maybe going down. No, trying to pick up a KO right here. Gonna get something done onto the Blastoise. Picks up one.
No way.
Oh, wow, almost
so close.
2 right there. If another Hex lands, that's a double right there, maybe even a triple for the side of Exodia. And I have to assume this is something that Nouns could not have expected at all.
Nah, there's no way you expect the Hex King to be played. For sure not. There's absolutely no way that happens. And yeah, he almost gets away with that triple KO. He was very close to it, but Gatlu had enough damage to take him down in the end. He was one more Hex away, I feel like, of also a triple KO. That was so close.
Very, very close here on the side of Exodia here as we were just watching the teams continue to farm up. The Mew on the side of Exodia is really good. Oh, we've got a fight here in the center.
That's Gravity stop Hex, I would assume so, right? So it's going to be very difficult, I feel like, if that's going to be a Gravity for the side of Goose. If Hex, I mean, I think Hex can't work in it, right?
I don't think
Surely
it
not.
works in gravity. Yeah, I don't
That's
think it
gonna be
will
very
work. So
difficult
that
in
is
team
a
fights.
nice little counter.
They're looking for this top push right now. He relentless, looking for the extra point. He's gonna get the last of the race. Snipes from Redmore. Wait, there's just 4 people in this push. So they're waiting for Redmore to maybe overextend, and he might take the bait actually. But it's quite obvious. I mean, Mew's just being so aggressive right now. But Grease is gonna face check, and there's 4 people in this bush. He's just face checking until he's forced to sleep towards the sink. The Hex is there. They also get water, and they're gonna claim some chaos up top. They're gonna score 30, 30, 30 for the side of Exodia. Put him at 69 points. Another 5 go in. 74. And they're just waiting. And Nouns takes the bait.
They're currently cooking, and Chris can't handle it. I could hear it in his voice. He can't handle how hard they're cooking. As we have a Gengar walking to his bottom path with the Unite move, and that has to be really scary for Scyther. That has to be really scary for Decidueye for sure. I mean, here we go as they get ready for this fight here. Exodia pushing towards this Reggie. We have Reggie Steel. That would be amazing for both of these teams to get. We actually have it started right here. We have the Gengar using its Unite move and the secure by the Gengar's Unite move. Let's freaking go, Exodia. Here comes the Unite move right back from Gotlu, picking up that Gengar, diving into the enemy team, getting a huge double KO. Now they're scoring in this bottom path. Wiggly trying to put them to bed right here, but Blastoise coming in doing a ton of damage. That's a triple KO for Scyther. They may have got the objective, but they also got KO'd in the process. Nouns Esports winning a big fight.
Gotlu's angry. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to go down against a Hex Gengar. I really don't think he wants to. He has an insane team right there, picks 3 KOs. He's level 11 already. Level 11. Highest level, otherwise is level 9. And even his team is only level 7 across the board. So he just gained so much experience. Ruff closing in on level 9 at least. But Bora as well. The Hex Gengar not looking too bad yet. Couldn't really do... I mean, he did resecure the Reggie with its Unite move. So wonderful done by it. But he did have Unite move to then not die to the Scyther. So he had to decide if he wants the objective or he wants to live against Scyther. And he just went for the objective, which I can respect. Can respect it.
Yeah, they were able to get it right there. Just burning this here. One thing for sure is you have incredible burn when you have that Hex. I mean, things go down very, very fast. Using a Unite move to stay alive right here. Onto Gotlu. Can the Hex get him? Chasing it down right there. Mew picks up the KO as we now have them pulling back from this fight. It looks like their Hex is down. Maybe in a moment they can go back in. Redmaw getting extremely low. Chunk down right there. The Focus Band and the Moonlight keeping them alive as both teams just kind of run away from this fight. Very close on score. Getting closer on level too on the side of Exodia.
And the funny part is, like, Nouns probably has never played against the Hex Gengar, so it's like, they don't know what to expect from it, right? It's so difficult when you get those pocket picks out of nowhere, and normally when you see Gengar, it's also Shadow Ball 3-meter. I'm pretty sure no one ever play. I never see Hex. So they don't know what to expect from it. They don't know how much damage it actually does, what the cooldowns are, you know, how much is he going to do, and that can take Nouns by surprise. Gatlu's not going to have Unite not for the spot lane team fight. Nexodia has 4 up, they're missing the Bliss Unite, engaged onto Rex, onto Svilitab. He's going to make them fall asleep, but he's taking so much damage. The Spirit Check is there, almost taking him down. Solution Flames through, Moonblast lands on Bruff as well, and Nouns is now starting this Reggie. They're in good control, and...
We didn't get to see it, but we saw it. Regi's going really, really low. Secured once again by the Gengar. The Hex Gengar with a massive secure right there. They're being pushed back by the Mew. The light screen. Here comes a big, big solar beam. Unfortunately, missing the team right there for Exodia as Nouns is going to try to push back right there. They were able to get the Scyther somehow. And now Bruv's in a lot of trouble, being put to sleep and just being slapped to a KO right there. Exodia looking fantastic with a friggin' Hex Gengar. Come on.
They lose really tough 2 Altarias and then still win the team fight afterwards. Absolutely incredible. I don't know how they're winning these fights and how Gengar actually got it. I feel like if Gravity's just on this Reggie when it's getting low, there's nowhere for Hex getting, or like for Gengar getting it, but he still somehow gets in, gets that Reggie for his team. They get the shield, ends up healing his from taking it, some experience, and they're able to win the team fight afterwards. And now Nouns Esports, they have to be careful. They're down 2-1. If they lose this match, they're second place. Well, they're second place. So, Gatlu diving in with the Unite move. Doesn't find a KO, but Mew is going to get blown to pieces anyways from the Decidueye Unite and Mime Confusion hitting it. I know they're going for this Reggie Lecky.
And it looks like Exodia is just completely zoned out of this. A massive confusion right there. Here comes a nice spin spout there from Nouns. And they're just pushing them back onto this goal. There's nothing Exodia can do right there. Big Unite move. Blastoise knows it's going to have it back up, and they just want to push their advantage right here. See what they can pick up. Wiggly is down as they're scoring in this top path, making it a little hard for him score-wise. 94 to 221. Nouns is going to be up on score. About a minute left until Rayquaza. And then the big question once again is, can they catch that Scyther? And if they can, they might be able to just win this thing.
Yeah, for sure. So Gatlu has to have a great team fight. But he doesn't. I mean, still against, if he gets hit by one Moonblast, he has to just be very careful, right? That one Moonblast could be the game decider thing into maybe a Hex. So he has to play well around it. Make sure he doesn't get stuck in the Gardevoir Unite, just like the game before. Last game he was stuck in the Gardevoir Unite, but we have one more Reggie spawning on bot side. Is it going to be Regice, Steel, or the Rock? I don't know. I mean, I want the Steel, of course. Or is it going to be?
It's
it is
Steel.
a Steel. Oh, this could be game deciding.
Yeah, this is massive.
Or the Spirit
right
Checker,
here.
the Scyther, it is so much damage. Even Water Sport Blastoise does crazy damage with it.
And looks like they're just completely zoned out on the side of Exodia. I think this is going to be an easy secure for Nouns. And yeah, I think Exodia is just leaving this. They're saying we can't fight this right now. There's nothing we can do about it. Great pickup for Nouns Esports. It's a level 13 Scyther, level 13 Decidueye with that massive damage bonus right here. Bora in a little bit of trouble as Gengar's just being pushed back right here. Zoned out. Here comes a big Spirit Shackle as well. Connects too. A lot of its life down. And now they throw their Sludge Bomb onto the Rayquaza, maybe trying to convince them that they are moving towards it right here.
What?
Oh, no. Huh? A massive Unite. I think that would just had to be a complete mistake on the side of Exodia. The Unite move, complete misfired right there. A misclick on the Unite or a mistargeting right there.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
He eject buttoned in. I saw it. He eject buttoned in into Gardevoir Unite. I don't know who he was trying to. I guess the outright meant not Rayquaza. He wanted to go for someone else. But I heard the eject button go off on the Gardevoir. I'm pretty sure there was an eject button. I don't know what just happened.
Jake, I don't know what just happened either, and Exodia doesn't know what just happened. But one thing is for sure, Nouns takes that match.
What?
There was just a complete. I feel like that was a complete mess up. That was like just a targeting mistake for sure.
I saw his eject button. He eject buttoned in. I have to look at the replay. I'm gonna put up my stream beauty. I'm pretty sure
I believe you.
I heard the eject button go off, but I don't know what he was trying to aim for. Maybe it was like looking for the game deciding engage, but let me get off the replay. Yeah, let me pull up the replay.
Right, kind of mute you.
Okay.
Let's see.
So right here, maybe he was, I don't know. He was looking for the Scyther, but
I think it's just it went to cast it and it cast on the wrong thing. That's just what it feels like.
Maybe it's just trying to catch Gatlu. Do you see? He eject button from this across this wall. And then just Unite moved.
Where's the Unite?
I'm so confused.
He ejects over.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm also very confused looking at this. I
don't know what just happened. I
don't know either. Okay.
Heading into fifth match, that was very unexpected. So
very unexpected.
What? You know, it's welcome. We want more games. I mean, the more games, the happier we are, right, Jake?
Of course.
Yeah.
I would love for all these to head to 5.
Me too.
Scyther and Urshifu banned out. Gatlu taking the bird right now. Okay. No? First pick moving around. Oh, looks like they want to secure that mine. Okay.
Makes sense. It's
well,
just
you
so
get
reliable.
the Blissey now on the side of Exodia. So Exodia can take the Blissey, and they also can take Dodrio. Relentless has been playing Dodrio throughout this here.
Now back to the Slowbro. Okay, and the Mew.
Oh, and Mew. Okay. Mew is tough. You really don't want to hand Mew over to the side of Nouns. Because Gatlu has had an insane Mew.
Yep, that is for sure. They're going to go the Tyranitar now. With an Aedigos. All right.
How do you feel about that, Chris? Will you allow the cooking?
I think so, just because they don't play top lane alone. So maybe it's a bit better. And then Blissey instead of Aedigos, okay? Go with the Blissey instead.
Got the LD on the side of Exodia. They love that Eldegoss. Now the question is, what does Bora bring here? Blastoise! All right. That's a great pick, I think.
That is a good pick, I agree. But it also might strike against a Tyranitar late game. So Redmore going back on his Lucario, very strong as well. That Pokemon is very, very good. And Delphox. They have a good amount of damage as well. So the Power Swap Tyranitar will be their front line. And Redmore's just gonna do Redmore things on his Lucario. And Adesu. Actually, who's gonna play what? Is it gonna be?
What is?
Oh no, it's gonna be Gatlu on Garchomp, right? On Tyranitar. We have a Garchomp. What? Now they pick Garchomp?
Huh. This is wild. I mean, these picks are not what I would have expected, kind of from either team coming in here to this game number 5. And yeah,
Okay.
Garchomp.
Haven't seen Relentless on Garchomp yet. Rapid Fire
I
Scarf,
thought
Scope
you
Lens,
were the
and
North
Focus Band.
American Garchomp, but it might be Relentless.
No, it's Relentless.
Wow. Let him cook, everybody. I can't believe we're not letting him cook right now as we enter into game number 5. What a series between Nouns Esports and Exodia. This is going to decide who wins this. If EU or NA gets another point on the board right now, Nouns has been looking fantastic in these games, but Exodia has had 2 massive moments in their end games that have actually won the game for them.
Yeah, I mean, Nouns has been dominating all games. They're just kind of making some mistakes happen in the end. But last game, it was also kind of weird. So let's head to the 5th match. Let's see what Exodia can do. They finally gave up on their Tyranitar, but now Nouns Esports is taking with the Tyranitar. Heading top path with the Larvitar and the Shenzi. Up against a... No, the Gibb is actually going towards the jungle.
Yeah, I guess that works. I mean, I don't know what else you're going to throw in there. Blastoise, essentially, but...
No, it's totally fine. I like this. He's getting level 5 fast. He's going to have the Dragon Rush for the first gank, for those first Altarias. Is always also a decent choice. Just getting safe experience, getting to Garchomp fast.
Gotlu maybe in some trouble right here. That red buff, he got the X speed to hopefully get home, but Guy is now possibly in trouble as Blissy's going to have to run. Let's see if they're able to take this down here. They are. That red buff Eldegoss, just so incredibly difficult to deal with. 2 pushing onto this goal. No, they're actually going to pull back right here. We've got Lane Tyranitar being piloted by the Gotlu. Here comes a Desu up to this top path as Delphox, who maybe looking to get caught right here by the Garchomp. We're going to find out.
But he skipped his Bite Toys, which means he's almost 1 tile level down right now. But okay, he's going to take over the Bunny, which I feel like they should probably give it over to Gutlu though, but he's going to get level 5 right here. Doesn't really matter though, because Mystic Fire is level 6. And now we see the Dragon Rush going to pull it over. No! Wait, okay, I was about to say, is that an Earthquake or something? I was waiting for the Dragon Rush to happen. Now that's no problem. He's going to get taken down by the Dragon Rush. He's going to get taken down. 12 points going. 21 going for Eldegoss. 20 going for the Wartortle. And Exodia winning this top path.
Yeah, this is a great look for Exodia here at the beginning of this match. Fantastic start for them. They're now throwing that T-Tar back into the central area, and they're sending their Delphox bottom. Level-wise, they're behind, so Exodia off to a great start. Nouns is kind of having to figure out what they're going to do here, but they do recognize that their Tyranitar needs a lot of XP. So it's going to be a little different from the Tyranitar from Exodia.
We have no Repno just taking over top. Delphox is going to lane bot side, and Tyranitar or Larvitar or like Pupitar now. It's going to take over the jogging experience, try to get to level 9 as fast as possible. But we already have a level 7 Garchomp. He's going to be very strong in this mid fight. Has Dragon Rush, has Dragon Claw unlocked. He's going to look for it. There we go. He's going to go in, but he's kind of missing it. But he hits the Ataris with it. He's going to start auto-attacking. Doesn't have Red Buff on him. The fight is breaking out. How Punch is going in. They find a 3-man meter mesh. But the Dragon Rush Dragon Claw Clump is also hitting 3 characters. That's a 1-for-1. They trade the Garbite for the Mr. Mime, which is in favor of Nouns Esports for sure.
Definitely. Nice pickup from Nouns there. Looks like they fought that very, very well. Almost going down the Tyranitar on the side of Nouns Esports. It's going to have possibly another little pass through that central area before the fight here at 7 minutes, but I don't believe it will be level 9 in time.
It's quite difficult. I mean, no, he's on a tight level. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Unless he takes all these Atarias, maybe KO, but the Egg Bomb actually cancels the Dragon Rush at the end. Doesn't get his full combo out. And we might have Lucario staying top. No,
wow,
he's got still
Gotlu actually
Tyranitar. Yeah, he's
into the center right here. He is very close to his level 9, and it looks like Exodia is probably going to want to put the pressure on this right away, because if that walks down here as a Tyranitar, that is going to be massive for Nouns Esports. As it is clearing out the center, it will be 9 very soon, and everyone from Exodia running down here. We have a Garchomp now on their side.
There's the Garchomp, but Exodia is in control now. Gutlu is in the jungle. He can't really do much. He can't be down here, so Exodia has to abuse this now. They have to look for the fight. Instantly, they should hesitate on it. But there's the Tyranitar. He's going to walk down bottom path now. Exodia is starting to do this Red Eyes. Can they do it? Before Gutlu arrives, the Ancient Power is going to get charged up. He already using its Unite move. There's the Ancient Power running in. He's going to hit 3. He's going to go for the Red Eyes. Actually hitting nothing. Who's going to go it over to? Goes up to the right side. Exodia is going to pick up this Red Eyes. Garchomp trying to hit people with its Unite move. No one is down yet. No, actually, Wartortle has been fallen. And now Relentless is diving in again. He's going to go for Gutlu. He's going to take Blissey down. Gutlu still using its Unite move to maybe find Relentless, and he gets it. Just barely with the help of Delphox. He's getting picked off. It's a huge team fight. Ryan tried to run away now. Goes into a Surf, into his auto attack. Can he take down Mime? No, the Focus Band is going to be alive. And Mystical Fire takes down the Mew. Unite moves out, so they're going to keep on chasing now. Close combat is kind of missing. Mystical Fire is going to try in the Power Punch. It does get the Slowbro in the end. Oh, what a team fight.
Wow. Incredible fight there from Nouns. It's not over as Relentless is coming back in. Looks like they're just going to clear some of the farm on their side of the map, possibly running in to fight. No way. Are we really going in for this right now? feels like this fight's over. No, they're just pushing this back towards their side so they can get some of this farm right here. We have a lot of each member of each team down here in this bottom path. As Exodia is up in this top path, they do now have a Blastoise, and it's possible they could start this Reggie here soon.
Yeah, they could go for this Regieleki up top. But again, it doesn't really have high priority, as we see. I mean, again, it's just kind of there. But you still have to waste a lot of time doing it, and then the enemies also kind of waste time clearing it, so in the end it kind of evens out. Unless you can push it in, which can be very risky. It's just so risky trying to push it in, but Exodia is going to go for it now. They're going to take it for free. They're going to spend time doing it now, but Gatlu actually, no, he doesn't want to give up on it. He's running with the Ancient Power. These have Unite move up. They want to look for the team fight. Close combat is there. He locks up the Blastoise, who might have a Surf up, and they claim it. It goes over to Tyranitar. They're going to look for the push. They get 1, they get 2. Up on the Delphox Unite. Double KO for Desu. Triple KO for Desu. Can he keep dashing? He's level 11 now. He's going to get those resets, but Mew with the coaching gets over to Eldegoss, and they get out alive. They can score 40 points right here. They're going to just let Redmore score a few more points. They can actually send him to 1 HP right here. Almost, yeah, they can. 60, and then, oh my god, imagine he picked up that 1 coin in a scoring animation. That would have been hilarious, but yeah. 40 go in, now an entirely 100-point lead for the set of Nouns.
Very nice from Nouns. I mean, incredible fight up there. We have everyone from Exodia in this bottom path right here. They can rip these objectives very fast. Actually, I have a Unite move coming in to save Mime right there. Mime uniting right back, but there's that massive Blastoise Unite. Dragon Claw combo taking down this Blissey here as Mime is getting pushed back. Regieleki is very, very low. They've pushed out the Delphox. This is a time for them to secure, and they do. They're able to take Regieleki right now as Nouns is pushed back towards their tier 2, but it looks like they want to fight this. They've got the power swap onto that level 12 Tyranitar. Is it time? Big Mystical Fire as Adesu is now level 11, able to get massive resets here. Both teams just not sure if they actually want to commit to this, and they're now peeling off to go farm.
Yeah, they could have maybe fought a bit more. Gatlu does have Unite move up, but it's always awkward, right? You can just kind of run away from Tyranitar after using Unite move. Just take a reset, you have a goal behind you. Just go into Flux Zone. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just kite. It's so easy to kite, right? He's just another Blastoise Garchomp wannabe who just gets kited. And we now have the mid spawn right here, 130. Until Rayquaza is going to spawn. Nouns with a great lead. They have a level 12.5, Tyranitar on Gatlu. He's going to just maybe go in here? No. Takes a peek, but goes back out.
Nouns has a great lead, but honestly, these team fights have been going back and forth. I think both teams are looking pretty good in these fights, but score-wise, Exodia is behind by 100, which means they're going to have to make the decision on how this final fight's going to work. And if they leave it too long, you're just going to watch Adesu pick off so much damage from them. Nouns putting more points on the board here, now 208 to 81.
I should actually like it. I think those goods up at Zapdos, or not Zapdos, Rayquaza is always a huge amount of point pressure onto the enemy team. Definitely going to land on 3 characters, all on those melees. They have to start running away. Rex is in a bad position. He gets confused against the wall. Egg Bomb is going to land, and Rex is for sure going to fall. He's going to take a bit, because Slowbro is so tanky. It does set them up another Reggie, but it's only up for 11 seconds. Do you think they have enough damage to take it?
We're going to have to see what happens here. Top path, this doesn't really matter too much. I guess Nouns could easily rip this in the bottom path, right? Yeah. I mean, if they get Lucario,
but they lose positioning for it.
Close combat. Yeah, they lose positioning for it, which obviously they don't want to lose the positioning in this final fight. I guess the question is, what's the big catch for Exodia? I think if they can get that Delphox, that would be huge for them. They're not going to be able to KO this Tyranitar anytime soon. It's going to have a power swap. It's going to have a Bliss Assistance. 10 seconds until this spawns, and Nouns is well aware that Exodia is not here. They might just be starting this thing. Ooh, Slowbro in a very bad position. Massive catch here for Nouns. The big tank from Exodia goes down, and now Nouns knows they're a player up, so we have to see what they're going to do with this advantage right here. Pulling back, they don't need to start Rayquaza, though, but it's giving time for Slowbro to respawn, and it does. Ray is just being poked right here. But Nouns is just ready for this fight. They're watching them at this pit. They're not taking Ray right now. Slowbro is now back. The Scald misses. Here we go. Delphox Unite. The Slowbro is going down once more without being able to unite. Mew coming in with the Unite move, pushing past them right now, trying to grab a Desu here. And now we have a big Blastoise Unite, but they're not able to pick up a KO on the side of Exodia right here. Garchomp finding nothing as Nouns is going to push this Blastoise back out. Slowbro now is back. It got the ability to reset. It still has a Unite move. 2 Unites down on the side of Exodia, 1 Unite from Nouns, and it looks like they could be starting this thing. No, barely they are
Are they
Barely
really
they're
going to do it?
starting
They don't have to, right? They win every single team fight right now. They still have almost, I mean, they have over 100 point lead. So obviously they have to be careful. Nice confusion hitting by Bluff. He's going to use anything to jump in again. Is Slowbro going to die a third time? As he does, most likely. Does he have night move? He does. He's going to lock someone down. Bluff is dropping quite low on HP. Redmouse also low, but he has the close combo. He's going to start heating up the Solar Beam. He's going to take him down with the Elagos. But Gatlu's still full HP. This Tyranitar is going to be unkillable in this match around. The Dragon Pulse or the Dragon. Yes, the Dark Pulse is going to take up one. But we have Mew working on Rayquaza. It's full HP. What are you doing, Mew? You should be fighting with your team. The Dark Pulse lands. And it's going to be triple KO for the side of Tyranitar. Now Mew's going to go try and score. We have 30 seconds left. Mime is going to go there for the Mew. It's going to stop it. And yeah, this Tyranitar actually this time is just unkillable. With the power swap, with that Blissey, they just can't do anything about it.
There was nothing Exodia could do right there.
Yes.
That is a GG. Nouns Esports wins this thing in game number 5 with an extremely impressive fight there at Rayquaza.
Yeah, this time they didn't just flip it, right? They just went for the team, but they kind of just auto-attacked him once to just make sure that Exodia has to respond to it, then back off a bit, run into the enemy team, and they just had no damage in this late game to deal with Tyranitar. Absolutely 0 damage. Even Garchomp does have a lot of damage, right, to like high HP targets, but Tyranitar just gets so tanky that it's very, very difficult with the power swap, with that Blissey. Yeah, that Raid boss was not going down.